I know I was really little, but I do not quite remember the exact day when I started playing basketball. What I do remember is that there wasn't any other sport that ignited a passion in me as basketball did. The court just gave me a sense of comfort that neither the pool or any other field ever did. And this remains true to this day. As I grew older, the more time I spent on the court, the more I knew I wanted to succeed at what I did. So little by little, I started to set up goals for myself. From being individually recognized to representing my state and then my nation, each goal I got to accomplish was a stepping stone for the next one. And I was blessed to be surrounded by people who supported me, which helped me to keep aiming higher. Getting to live and play in America became my dream really early, and I did not want to wait until being a professional to make it come true. While I was in middle school, I determined that I would do all I could to finish my high school career up north. I actually never forget the day that when I was in 9th grade, I told my Mom, I don't know how, but this year we'll make it. And despite she never discouraged me, I know she had her doubts, but God had greater plans. After months of knocking in different doors, one opened, and without hesitation, we took it. Leaving everything I had known when I was just 15 was a huge challenge, but undoubtedly has been the experience that has saved me the most so far. Through Sunrise Christian Academy, God provided me not only with what I longed for, but with what I needed the most, which was to answer His call and accept His love. There's absolutely nothing I care more for now. My 2 years at Sunrise I will never forget, and I will always be thankful for the time I spent there. Going into my senior year, new opportunities came that I believe would put me closer into achieving my goal of playing college basketball. So with a huge mixture of emotions and even insecurities, I decided to take a leap of faith, and I moved here to Toronto, Canada. Little did I know about what God had in storage, but in that uncertainty realized the beauty of all this journey. My ACL injury has been the biggest obstacle I've faced so far, but of course, it hasn't been the only one. All the bumps that have come since I moved here have changed my priorities, my perspective, my career, my opportunities, and my life completely. But it's precisely because of that I'm so thankful for each of them, for I am who I am today because of them. Approaching my senior year, I believed that nothing would go wrong and that I would make it to Division I basketball. I had a mentality that I had to play Division I or nothing. For my parents, for the people who believed in me, for my country, for all I had accomplished up until that point, and for how close I felt already to making it, I just wanted to play at what is considered the highest of levels. I unconsciously allowed the hype of Division I basketball to define my success. But sadly, with all of that, I actually missed the entire point of what this decision is truly about. And that's when intimate prayer, my injury, the pandemic, and all the little hits that I faced helped me to touch ground. As much as I love this sport, basketball is something I do, not who I am. In fact, the reality is that for the most talented of players to the least talented but still passionate one, the ball is eventually going to stop bouncing in your lives. And it is crucial to have our own identity during and after that. The next 4 years of my life will constitute the base of what is the rest of my future. So my priority is really to go to a place that will shape me as a human being. So basketball is just one of the factors to consider, not the main one. Of course, all these factors vary from one person to the other. We are all completely different, and that's why what is best for me might not be the best for you. But what is very important for everyone is to identify that place in which you believe that you explore your full potential, both on and off the court. And of course, get as much as your education paid for. So once I really understood this, I put rankings and prestige aside, and I decided to make up my decision based on what I believe was the best opportunity to become the woman that I ultimately want to be. Because that right there is actually the best fit. So it is for all these reasons that I've decided to stay up here in Canada. And next fall, I'll be joining the Lancer family and attending the University of Windsor. I feel nothing but grateful, blessed, and so happy to say this. I thank the University of Windsor and all the other universities that recruited me and gave me the opportunity to further my career. The fact that I got to choose where I wanted to go despite all the things that have happened is huge for me. To my family and my really close friends, I thank you for believing in me. I thank you for making me feel loved. And I thank you for shaping me off the court. To all my teammates, no matter what team we got to share on, thank you for trusting me on the court and for all the moments we got to share there. To my coaches here in Canada, in the United States, and in Venezuela, thank you so much for forming me in this sport and for using it to shape me as a human being. Beto, you're the reason that I live and pursue big dreams, and without you, I wouldn't be here. You're my second father and the reason that I started playing. So I thank you for being more than a coach to me. To my brother, thank you for lifting me up whenever I felt I could not keep going. To my parents, thank you for sacrificing everything for me. You're my daily motor and my real unconditional support. All of this is because of you, and all of this is for you. And above everything, I thank the creator of all lights for being my peace, my strength, and my guide through it all. He has provided me with more than I can ever ask for, and this is why he is the one who all praises for it. I really can't wait to keep on telling the story that he has written for me. And finally, I want to thank you, whoever is watching this, because whether you've been here just for the length of the video or for many years, you're part of this journey. It's time to get some good work done. As always, I hope you like this video. Stay tuned.